Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Do you guys all know what time it is? It is time for art. My name's Hershey
Hey,
Petty. Huh?
hi.
Hi, Allison. How are you?
I liked your intro.
Good, good, good. Thank you. We tried something new today. So I hope everyone, I would love to get some feedback on how what you guys think about that. My name's Hershey Petty. I'm your host. We're here today with our award-winning talented artist, Allison Crary. Say hi, Al.
Hello, hello.
Today we have, Allison, a different day. For those of you who are returning, you're used to having a journal day today, a sketchbook day, art journal day, but today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna have an unboxing day. You know, we've been talking for the last several weeks about how when you get your kit, which all of you should have already gotten either in the mail or delivered to you personally, we've been talking about how your kit comes with everything you're gonna need to do the really neat paintings that we have planned for you. And today we're gonna actually go through January's kit so that you know what's in the box and what to expect every month. So we're very, very excited about that. Allison, tell us a little bit about the box.
Sure. Well, the box theme is wings, and let's get it open. So
Yeah, perfect.
I haven't opened
So,
mine yet.
so wings, huh, for January?
Wings for January.
Love it.
All things wings. Okay, and so this is what you get when you open it. And so this will change every month. This is our sort of themed postcard. And this has to do with kind of different kinds of wings. So I put this together, and it is sort of ideas with wings and how anything can have wings. So you can take something two-dimensional and make it three-dimensional, and it can fly. And putting the paper airplanes in the light bulb, and that light, it's attracting the butterflies. And so,
oh, nice. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, so this is a few different examples of how we sort of the visual poetry of wings. And so we're going to get into all of the above and then some. And so if you flip this over, here is a little bit about what we're doing and where we can be found. And this will be changing every month. And so all of that is on there.
And that also includes like a list of everything that should be in your kit. So if there's something that's missing from your kit and it's listed on here and not in there, just let us know.
Talks a little bit about how on Mondays and Wednesdays we go live on Facebook and YouTube, and a little bit about what we do each time, and a little bit about how everyone can participate. Always say hi to Hershey, and we try and talk to everyone who comments at us, and usually people have really nice things to say. So
yes,
definitely do that. In here is also your painter's palette. We use this over and over and over again. It's this format. We have a few different painter's palettes we use. So this is the one with the thumb hole and the mixing wells as well as the paint wells. So that comes in this month's kit. We have your brushes. We're going to send you brushes every month, but these brushes will last you for the month. You've got a flat sort of chisel paddle brush, you have a medium brush, and you have a small sort of fine tip brush. So all of those come in this month's kit.
And that's going to be every month. Am I right?
Every month we send brushes. They might not exactly look like this, just because we try different ones out, but absolutely.
Yeah.
We send a big opaque covering white. I like to talk about it a lot. That we looked around and found a really great white. Almost all of your paints get mixed with white at some point, and it needs to be a good white. So we feel really great, really heavy body covering white. So we really like to work with. These are your labels. So you can use tape or you can use labels, but this is how you adhere your outline to your canvas. So
okay,
this is for a special project we're doing this month. You have these little brads and a pencil sharpener. We send a pencil with every kit. We like to use pencils. Very important. We want to make sure You have,
You
again,
know, and you could go to the dollar store and get a real quick pencil sharpener. I did. It's worth it to keep that pencil sharp.
yeah. And so, but yeah, you have one coming too. So
Oh, a pencil sharpener as well?
it's in here. You can see?
Wow.
See?
Oh, yes, there it is. You guys have thought of everything.
Metal pencil sharpener does a nice job.
Yep.
Glue stick. We included a glue stick in this month's kits. The reason why is because sometimes you're gonna like something that you journal and you might want to like move it or change it, or you might want to do a collage technique with that. Really
And
great.
we do that, don't we? Don't we? We do that a lot, right?
Absolutely. And so it's glue sticks aren't water-based. And so it's a really great thing if you don't want your pages. Your pages are gonna buckle, but that they don't need any help buckling. We don't need any more wet glue to make your pages buckle.
Right.
So that's why we got you a glue stick. This month we're working with these colors. So you have phthalo blue and raw umber, and these were taped together so that that's for a specific painting, your owl painting. We're going to use it to journal with and everything else, but the reason those are together is those are used for one painting, and we'll get into that.
Yep.
And then crimson red, lemon yellow, and permanent green light. All three of these are going to be for the moth painting that we're going to do as well. So
like just to reiterate that for everybody at home, you're not going to get every color in the rainbow. You're just going to get the colors that month, specifically that painting. And you'll be able to see too how amazing Allison is, her genius, because she's going to make a painting out of just those three colors and some whites. You'll see.
It's gonna be cool. And this is a lot of colors to work with, actually. And Hershey can tell you this, we sent you a brown. A lot of times we're mixing our own browns. So this is a luxury.
Yeah, right. A lot of times we are. And there's a green in there too. We make our own green here too.
Green. We got red, yellow, blue, green, and brown. It's a generous month. So work with this acrylic color paint company. And the reason we really like it is because there's so much variety. So we're not sending you the same paint every month. And the more paint, the more you work with different kinds of paints and the more you get to play with those, there's a lot of colors you can make and a lot of combinations we can put together, which is why we do it. At the same time, it's kind of, we go limited color palette a lot. So there's a lot you can do with this batch.
Yeah, there is. And by no means will you guys go through all of the paint doing the paintings. She'll talk about the journal here coming up. You keep those paints safe because you're going to want to use them as you become the artist that you're about to become.
Absolutely. And save your paints. We'll use a drop of something. We don't let it go to waste. So it'll be your journal pages, it'll be your collage pages, it'll be all of that stuff. So all of that's going to happen in your journal. There's a lot of reasons we've chosen this journal. One is it's spiral bound. So at any point, this can lay completely flat without clips and use of force. No need.
I hate that when you're trying to bend the spine of a book. I hate that.
Yes, some people really enjoy bindings like that. Someday we might get into it, or someone can convince me it's the way to go. Not for me. So don't do that. The other thing is this is really great high quality ivory paper. And the reason I say that is white looks actually very cool when you paint white on your ivory pages. So it looks very nice and different, and you can really see all your work on this. Also, this size is roughly the size of your canvas panel. I'm kind of digging a little low.
Oh, real quick, Allison, I want to remind everybody at home, if you are tuned in, are they all, you tell me, are they all definitely watching on the Facebook?
Or YouTube? Both.
Okay. So if you're watching on YouTube and you have questions and whatnot, you're going to want to hop over to the Facebook, and that's where you can interact with Allison and I.
There might be a bridge that we come up with until
then.
Yes,
until then.
It's definitely on Facebook. But anyway, back to this. The canvas panel we're going to be working with. This is the canvas panel. They're 8x10, and it is roughly the same size as a spread in your art journals. And so if you're composing and figuring things out on 2 pages and you're like, I'd really like to make this into a painting, it's already the right size to transfer from there. So
nice.
one of the many reasons why we've gone with this. And then spiral bound, something you don't like, not feeling your vibe. You hate it. You never want to see it again. Rip right out. No harm, no foul. That's our journals. We work in them we spend a lot of time in them on Mondays, but we're certainly going to play with them on Wednesdays too. So
Yeah.
Our last painting of the month is something from your journal. So that you have the stuff for.
Very exciting day.
Yes. You get, after that, all of these materials. This in this envelope.
Yeah, what is in that envelope? Those are
these are our vellum templates.
Yes. And these are going to change every month as well, right?
Oh yeah. So these are some images. I don't like to work with stickers or anything that's kind of pre-made or somebody else's. So these are some outlines. Oh, we're also doing something from life. So this first one, I'm getting ahead of myself. This first one it's a little bit, because our theme is wings. This talks about the pivot points on bird wings. It's super cool. I did a little bit of research on it, that bird wings pivot on these points.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of the explanation.
Like the anatomy of a wing to help us draw them better.
And then this is the template. And then when you cut that out, you get a wing. And we'll talk about how the wing.
And so that's on the second Monday of the month, right? Where we're going to do something
We're going to open up this wing and play with it and take a look at these pivot points. So basically, if you wanted to add, we're going to talk about winged creatures. And if you want to add wings to any creature, you want to make a griffin, you want to make an angel, you want to make a flying pig. Yeah. Awesome. If you want it to look a little bit like how bird wings move, we spend a little bit of time on it this month.
I love that.
Because
I love it for the like making a pig fly, like you mentioned, because the more realistic the wing on the pig, the more realistic the flying pig seems.
Exactly. And some people I think like to use like when pigs fly like kind of negatively. I always think when like watch me make that pig fly like that. I see pigs flying as very hopeful. I love that iconography. I have a flying pig. I like
I do too.
I love a flying pig. And so what pig do you want to get off the ground is how I approach that sort of iconography. From there, these are some of the vellum transfers we're going to work with. And I can talk about what
is a vellum transfer?
Okay, I call them vellum transfers or vellum templates. They don't transfer themselves, but that's kind of how I refer to them. So these are all of these different, so these are butterflies. These are some birds and some bird tracks. Here's a hawk, or this is an eagle, a bald eagle.
Yeah.
Here is, we're gonna work with an art mannequin. I've got a lesson, so we're gonna have a demonstration where we're gonna add wings to this guy. So that's why if we wanted to do a winged person. Here's feathers, 2 different sizes, same feather. Here is the light bulb from our idea that
loving it, yeah.
What you put in there and what's something that you want to attract winged people to. Here's a peace sign. We'll probably use that. Here's a nest. And when you get into these, and we can even do a quick demonstration.
Because these don't appear in the paintings that we're going to do on the Wednesdays, these are just for people to get creative with. Am I right?
Exactly. They're working your journals with. And then when you go to make one of your journal entries into your painting of the month, we do 2 painting demonstrations where we show all of the ideas. We have the video. Hershey and I go through, we make it really clear how that goes. And then from there, we choose one at the end where everybody makes their own painting. And you might work with some of these ideas. So a couple other ways.
Allison, I just think that, you did all of these just so we could have help in our sketchbooks. I think that's really awesome.
Prompt. It's just something else. And I'll show you a little bit how, that's right. But there is a flying pig. I did add a flying pig. Here's this guy. This is a butterfly emerging from a cocoon. Here's the flying pig. And so
So
this
if you're, let's say you're out on a weekend and you know that we're doing wings coming up in your sketchbook and you see an eagle flying and it really attracts you or attracts you, Allison's included in this month's box a drawing of an eagle that you can easily trace onto your book and your sketchbook using
your transfers. And we might do a demonstration to do it. So we'll hold these for just a minute. We'll go back to them.
Okay.
This is super cool. These are the references for the paintings we're going to do this month. And this is the picture of the painting. This is the painting. So it's going to look finished.
So that's one of the paintings we're doing for January.
That's one of the paintings we're doing for January. This is the other painting we're doing for January. And if you open
wow, can you move them down just a little bit closer to you, I think? Yeah, okay. There you go.
So yeah, so if you were like, okay, I have all this stuff, I want to paint this today. Awesome. Scan this QR code. And here
wow.
These step-by-step video on YouTube already to paint this. Here's how this is going to go. We're going to probably, depending on which one we do first, I think we'll do the owl first. We're going to do this painting probably the second Wednesday of the month. We're going to be painting the third Wednesday of the month. You can wait till then because we're going to take you through it. And then there's a video and there's all the things and you can ask us questions. Also, if you want to get started and see how it looks and save questions for when we go through it, another good strategy as well. Yeah. But all of that's already there. And then something we're trying in our videos that I'm really excited about, because we know people are going to be painting and stopping and starting. And that's one of the things we really wanted to make very easy in the videos. We put up a pause icon and we tell you, so you'll see the step, we drop a pause icon. The idea there is that's a good place to pause. Go ahead and pause and paint.
Love it.
And then get started again. Go ahead and pause and paint. And they're, I think, both under 20 minutes. Just because we're trying different formats. So yeah, it's just a good way to spend the afternoon.
That's so great. You get to, it's like a pre-recorded video, but you get to do it all at your own pace.
All at your own pace. And it's something like, I think everybody likes instructional videos that are on YouTube. What's sometimes difficult is when you're like, when do I, like, if you're trying to kind of follow along, like to figure out when to stop. So we try and knowing you're going to pause these videos, we're going to tell you when to go ahead and pause and go from there. So
excellent ideas.
These guys are in there. From there, we add 2 different types of transfer paper. This is white transfer paper. This transfers white wax onto dark paint.
Like this guy. Remember this guy? So if you want, like, we're going to do some dark paintings. And if you want to trace something onto that dark, we've included a type of transfer paper that will allow you to do that.
Absolutely. This is graphite paper. This is really fun. This is transfer paper, kind of like carbon paper, but it's graphite. This erases. Not the greatest erasure, but it'll get you pretty far. So both use this more than you use this. But if you want it, especially in your journals, do like a white image. Good example with the if you wanted to draw these paper airplanes on top of something dark, this is your tool. So we use these. And then these are your outlines. And we're going to practice drawing these the first Wednesday of the month. But in the event that you want to work from the outlines, which is a good idea, you can practice drawing them and then you can also work from outlines, both good things to do. And with the labels that we showed almost immediately, we hinge our outlines to the tops of our canvas panel, and you can transfer an image from there. And you get 3 canvas panels.
Oh, cool.
And we go from there.
And I think it's, sorry, Allison, go ahead. What'd you say?
Well, I was going to say it's a little bit like the Mary Poppins bag. Whole bunch of stuff comes out. We put a lot into these little boxes.
So you mentioned there's going to be 3 canvases in each box, and that's because there's going to be 3 painting days. Let's go over, Allison, with everybody at home, what they can expect as far as the calendar goes. So we meet every Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Or sorry, that's 6 p.m. Central Time or Mountain Time.
7 p.m. Central Time. So that would be 5 p.m. West Coast Time, 8 p.m. East Coast Time. I mess up all the time. I can
Yep. So the first Monday of the month, wherever you're at in the country, when we go live for our live stream, we're going to be working out of your art journal, your sketchbook. We're going to be using this to practice drawing, to practice painting, to practice to write down doodles throughout the day. Like literally, this book is for whatever you want.
Absolutely.
And that's our Mondays, right? For the most part.
You get a new book every month, and they're all kind of themed. And so will you fill up this book every month? Probably not. No problem. Don't worry about that. The idea here is this is your wings book. And you're going to have more ideas as time goes on, or you might really like your butterfly or something along those lines. Cool. Go back in and dig into your wings book. You're going to get another one in the future. And that just keep it, have that mentality is the idea.
And so on our first Monday, we'll be we'll be introducing our sketchbook. Our first Wednesday, we're going to be drawing the first painting. Is that correct?
We're going to do the first 2 paintings.
First 2.
Yeah, because they're simple, especially in this instance, they're very simple drawings. We're going to draw our moth and our owl. And I think we're going to do our owl first because this one's 2 colors and this one's 3. So this will probably be a simpler painting to start. So we're going to draw all this, kind of draw on our feathers. And then it's just a good warm up. And then if you'd like to transfer your drawing to your canvas panel, do it. If you'd like to transfer your outline to your canvas panel, do that too.
Yeah.
Both ways to go.
So once you have that transferred over to your canvas, if you choose to do so, on the following Monday, the second Monday of the month, we're going to be doing something from life, Allison. Is that that's where we're going to be doing?
Absolutely. So we're going to, in the future, we might draw something from life, or we might everybody might share something that they found outside and we're going to draw it or something like that. In this instance, we're going to do our wing with the brads, this guy.
Yeah.
And we're going to show how you can make and
then we'll be drawing more wings in our book because now we'll know how wings work,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the theme that week will be winged creatures. So anything you'd like to add wings to.
I love that idea. The possibilities are endless.
Yes.
And then every month, including next month, the second Wednesday of the month is when we'll actually put paint to canvas for the first time. And we're going to be doing our first painting, which Allison has mentioned is the owl.
Correct. Yes.
And so by week number 2, you're going to have this painting here, all that you see there, all done and ready to go.
Yep. These paintings, we usually, I would say if you're flying and you know what's coming next, you can do them in an hour or so. I'd say they're definitely like an afternoon project.
Yeah. I would agree, especially with drying time and stuff like that. Yeah. And then in week number 3, we're going to go back to the journals. And, one of the things that are so important about the journal is Allison has made, it's very important to Allison, and she shared it with me. And now I can't see it any other way, but she doesn't want anybody to be just copying other people's artwork. It's very important that you are making your own, even if you're doing the owl, that's got to be your own artwork.
Exactly. It's coming from your lens. It's coming from your heart. And the idea is there's a lot to be learning how to make this painting. And that's why you're going to go through it. You're not going to spend weeks on it. You're going to spend an afternoon on it. There's a lot to be learned from this. And we're going to give you 2 of these a month to do. And it's really fun to go step by step and do all that. It's also really great to make your own work. And so, and one doesn't come at the expense of the other. One doesn't. So we're going to be working on ideas all month for your final painting to be something from your heart completely. And it can certainly have the inspiration of one of the templates we send you or something like that. But the decisions are all, and brushstrokes and composition is all going to be your own. And That's
exciting.
you gotta kind of work both muscles at once. I don't,
Yeah.
it's like skipping leg day at the gym. You can't just, in my opinion, just be working on skills and not also be working on doing something creative. So both.
Yeah.
both
So
can be-
that's, that's going to be, that's week 3. Wednesday of week 3, we'll do the second painting of the month, which this month is the moth on the flower. It was so beautiful. And then week 4 is our last time to kind of put our own ideas into our art journal, to really kind of bring our own use our own lens to kind of see what do wings mean to us? Where do we see wings? Because on the last Wednesday of the month, that's what that third canvas is for. You're painting literally something of your own creation.
Absolutely. And it's very important also, because I don't like to say like beginner artists or things like that, because everyone brings their own life experience to their art.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, I just think I pulled out these two. I think you always think when you think of a nest, a bird, and not like, how cool would it be to kind of have butterflies surrounding a nest? Like, what does that
Oh, yeah.
what does that start? What story do you want to tell? But we have some people working with us, especially this month, that write beautiful stories and have a lot to say about literature and all of that is going to inform everybody. So and that makes you a very, very legitimate, accomplished already artist. And so those are the conversations we want to have and we want to keep going with. And all of that is why we are so excited about this community that we are starting. Really quick, I just wanted to do a really simple transfer to show everybody how it's done if you want to start making art.
Lovely.
So
if you have your art journal with you in front of you, pull it out.
Pull it out. I'm on page 1, maybe page 2. Let's go with page 2. In case you want to write something on there. And then you got these labels. You can use tape. You can use anything. We don't ever want you to not have something to get started. So this is the easiest way for us to provide something to adhere your stuff to. You certainly don't need the whole label. So I'm just going to rip some of this off. Just like this. You saw how full our boxes are. So we can't really, we don't have room for a roll of tape every month, but we can do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere. I grabbed the nest, kind of a simple one to get started with. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that loosely. We don't want to be ripping our pages. And if you do, it's no big deal. And I'm going to tuck this sticky side down. Dark sticky side down underneath the nest. And a lot of these you're going to want to cut apart and use independently. But in this case, I grabbed one that was really simple just to get started. I went ahead and sharpened our pencil just like this.
Nice.
And then you very lightly apply pressure to the outlines of your template. And I'm kind of deciding which lines I want to transfer. I'm not too worried about it looking exactly like the template.
I chose the wooden man.
Oh, fantastic. You want to give him wings?
Ooh. Not yet. I think I'm going to wait till week 1 or week 2 of this. Yes, exactly.
You might find some other things that need wings.
Yes.
Too.
Guys, and go through your vellum transfers when you get them each month, because they're idea inspiring.
Yeah, exactly. And so, if you want to just transfer everything to see how it goes, kind of give it a once through.
Yep.
It's a fun thing to do.
It's so cool when you finally lift up that graphite paper.
So I've got, and you can kind of cheat and check in between. So I think I've got my outline in. I've got a hint in the top. Yep, there we go.
Got it.
A rough outline of and this you can use over and over and over and over and over again. Your graphite paper. I've used the same one for weeks.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like mascara. Sometimes you kind of prefer it after it's been used a few times. Get a little bit of a lighter line. Just like this. So I'm not too worried about, I'm going kind of loosely through this edge like that. All right, so I'm missing good
You know,
stuff.
real fast, while everyone is at home transferring their vellum with the graphite paper, Allison, who is actually filling these boxes?
Who's Melissa Crary is filling
Yes.
these boxes.
Definitely want to shout out to Melissa. Like with the boxes you get that are jam packed with all the things you're going to need this month are going to be hand packed by Melissa Crary, who's working hard out in Long Beach to make sure everyone's got their box.
Long Beach filling our boxes. Yeah, and also complaints definitely go to her, not to us.
Yeah, right. If you didn't get something, we don't know. Yeah.
We don't want to hear it.
Hilarious.
All right, so I'm just kind of filling in.
Did you just do that really fast?
I just did that really fast.
Wow.
And so okay, then we talked a little bit about, wouldn't it be cool if I put butterflies around the nest as an idea and not birds. So I want to know where my butterflies go. I've made this clear, translucent. I can see through. So I'd like this butterfly to kind of be coming at it like right here. I like that, right? Can you see it, Hershey?
Yes, I can.
Right here, and I want my nest here. So
yeah, you don't even need to cut the butterfly out.
Yeah, but I mean, if in a perfect,
you don't even need to. Yeah.
Need to. Yeah. So I'm just gonna drop this butterfly. But if I wanted this one, I might need to. But I like this one, kind of approaching the bird's nest. And I'd like to think about this a little bit about like different kind of neighbor than you were expecting. Check it out. Like, you know.
I like that.
All neighbors welcome here. And so I'm gonna do the same thing, but I positioned it already because I can see through my vellum transfer paper. Tuck it under. Corners sticking, giving me trouble. And I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this butterfly. I think I just want the outline though for this. I don't need all the interior. You can do anything you want with these. So I just kind of want the body and the wings for this idea. Just like that. There we go. There's a butterfly approaching the nest. And so we do some painting in our books sometimes. I'm just going to really briefly show you how that can go. Sometimes we paint all the pages and we work on top of an already painted page. In this instance, I'm just going to show you a little bit like if you wanted to fill in your fun to make your nest brown. We sent you raw umber, again, really generous of us because a lot of times we mix our own browns here.
Well, you're going to learn a lot about the color wheel, complementary colors, that sort of thing. And don't be afraid of making your own brown because it's way easier than you think.
Way easier than you think. So I'm just going to take the medium brush. I don't even have water out right now, but I'm just going to show you kind of how it goes.
Rebel.
I know, right?
Yes.
And if you paint without water, you can kind of get these sort of.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, kind of charcoal looking lines.
And this is a perfect example of an idea. If somebody has an idea that they either saw out in their life or you saw inside the packet of vellum transfers, put it in your journal. You know, it's your own creation.
These little white, let's see if we'll have to wake the white. It's the white come. Open up our white.
The covering white.
So white goes in quite a bit of the color she'll mix. So we'll make sure it's a good one. And there's kind of a loose interpretation of a nest. Just like that. And then let's say we want to make our butterfly green.
Yes, you know, we have at home watching and following along Emily Hoffman.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily. Hello. She's noting that there is so much in the box. And, you know, I have to agree that there's so much, there's a lot of supplies. There's a lot of things to trace and transfer. Like, I mean, I feel like there's a place to start no matter where you're at.
Yeah, is she thinking it's a little Mary Poppins?
Probably.
And the bag?
Yes. But I just love that there's, you know, if you want to start off with something that is really, really good, like complicated or complex, I mean, like this, or you can start off by tracing a butterfly in a nest and putting some paint in, like wherever you're at, this box is for you.
So this is kind of what I had in my heart today. Is this kind of really loose sort of nest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back in with a darker color. Just kind of
add some depth.
Some depth, that's exactly what I'm doing. And I might revisit this idea, like why, you know.
Yeah.
Butterfly, you could write a short story about this if you wanted to. You could have the bird, maybe the bird and the butterfly make friends. Maybe the bird needs a new home. I don't know. But that's what I've got today. What is today, the 27th?
Yes. Oh, I like it. She's signing it, folks. Allison is signing it up. So, all right, guys. Well, so that's everything that comes in your box.
For wings, and we're going to keep working in this space. Another thing we like to do, and it helps if your pages are dry, but is all this paint that we didn't use.
Yeah, have fun.
We go to town and then we might journal on top of, but we don't waste paint here. This can be the sort of inspiration.
Yes.
So.
All
right, that's what I've got in the box.
All right, you know that's the box, and it's not very big. It's compact, but it's a nice bang for, you know, what is it? Bang for your buck, or what is the
everything? Our kits are priced at $39.99. And we come live twice a week.
Yep.
Under no circumstances is it the expectation that you have to join us live, but we're certainly available and doing something cool twice a week.
Yeah. And, you know, if you have any questions, that's a great time to log in. You can type them in on your Facebook for now. And then, you know, and we'll ask them to Allison, and she'll be able to clarify any sort of questions you have. I know, Allison, you've been very patient with my questions about why are you doing this and why are you doing that? And, you know, we're going to learn a lot about, as Julie Query mentioned in our Facebook chat, we're going to learn a lot about shading, where the light is coming from, where you're going to start to learn how to look at different things at like an artist, like, you know, and we're going to learn how to paint with the same color, just a little bit different shades, so that it implies like where the light is and stuff. And so all of that you might have questions, and where you answer those questions is on our Mondays or Wednesday live streams. Log in, chat with us, hang out with us. We're laughing, we're having a good time. Yeah. What else?
That's it. Yeah, but so go ahead and get playing, and you should have plenty of paint. You should have, but it's all sectioned off for what it's going to work with. If you want to check out one of our videos, the QR codes are available. Go ahead and scan those. It takes you right there.
Yeah. So get started now. You're right, Al. So
Get started now. Check it out. Try things, open things. Yeah. And if for whatever reason you do run out of paint, we need to know that because we're still kind of figuring some of this out. So let us know.
excellent point.
There.
And
You
as you
don't
guys
have
go out, as you guys go out into your day, wherever you see wings, jot it down in your journal. And then when we start in January every week, with our live streams, you're going to see that how important just your own vision of how wings are, what they mean to you, and how they are represented in your life, how it all comes together for you at the end with that last painting.
Yeah, and then we do this every month, and it's a really fun experience.
So for less than $40, you can make 3 quality, high-class paintings with the assistance of an award-winning artist like Allison Crary. You get to hang out with me and her twice a week if you like. And everything's included right there in that box.
Immediately to our feed. So if you miss something, you have it.
Yeah, right. And something else that we're going to ask of you guys is to post your work on our Facebook. And, there's going to be a place for you to do that. And we'll encourage you every single week. And we'll be doing it as well. So you'll be able to see what we throw up there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So before we say goodbye, Allison, this is goodbye for the year because we don't have another live stream this week. We're going to skip Wednesday this week, everybody. And we'll be back on Tuesday, January 3rd to kick off the Wings box. Yes. So before we say Happy New Year's, please don't forget, everybody, if you're not already there, tell your friends, tell anybody who will listen to go to Facebook, Time for Art subscriptions, give us a like, drop us a note, tell us how excited you are or what you're excited about for this month, and we will see you guys next year.
Perfect. Sounds like I can't wait. I'm so
Allison, Happy New Year. I hope the best for you and everybody at home as well. I love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.